Back in my day, okay, I'm not that old, but it seems like it wasn't that long ago where searching the internet really just meant opening a bunch of tabs, digging through them until you find out what you're actually looking for. Now there's AI. A whole different world, a whole different idea of how to, well, search the web and find information, including one of the most talked about tools right now, Ask AI chat app. People are saying that it's the future of search. Others are saying that it's just another AI assistant. So today, that's what we're going to go take a look at. What is it? How does it work? And find out whether Ask AI is actually something worth adding to your daily workflow. Welcome to GBRLIFE Reviews, where I test the tools, platforms, and systems so you don't waste your time, your money, or your energy. Just mine, while you like and subscribe. And remember, I also have chapters so you can skip ahead to figure out what you're looking for. But also, Ask AI chat app. So what is it? It's a search tool, yeah, but it does a little more than that. It's actually able to search a whole bunch at the same time. And there's a reason for it. And I'm going to show you directly as to why it can search so much and do so much within one tool. What makes it different from, say, just ChatGPT? Well, let's go take a look and I'll answer those questions. Okay, so I'm going to answer the question immediately. Why can you use this and find out all this information more than just ChatGPT? Well, because it is all of them. It's all the LLMs. Okay, not every single one, but it's all the big ones. You've got your ChatGPTs, you've got your Gemini, you've got your Claude, you've got Perplexity itself. You also have Grok, and you have Meta's new Llama and DeepSeek. So if I were to go over here, you can see that I am now under AI models. What does that mean? It shows you all the models that they have. Okay, it's not everything, but it's all the big stuff. You can add it to your sidebar to make it, your thing. So if you want to say that you want to use Grok all the time, and a lot of people love Grok, you just press add to sidebar, and then it's going to go over onto the sidebar. You can add a maximum of 4 tools though, so it's not letting me because it's like, hey, no, you can't do that. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of you, and then I will add on you. I don't know how I feel about that right now, but that's life right now. That's what we're going to go with. Okay, the other thing it can do is generate images. You've got your caricatures, you've got your Ghibli, you've got your toon, you've got your hyper-realistic, your photo, and a whole lot more. I'm not going to say every single one of those, but that is a very cute turtle. I think we all need to take a moment and look how cute. You're so cute. You're so little. Oh, I love the little turtle. Okay. Also, we've got Valentine's Day tattoo, lots of, steampunk. That's kind of cool. Anyways, you have all these options to make your image. And then you also have a search engine, which is going to do some really good answering for you when it comes to the web. So you don't need to do all the tabs anymore. And as far as I understand, this is kind of where Ask AI Chat got its start. I could be wrong, but that's what I understood and had heard, that this was the place to go do all of your searches because it was looking through everything to give you a really good answer. And again, that's because it has all of these models, and it had continued to add these models since it started. The other thing it can do is your AI assistants. It's got writers, it's got planners, it's got language tutors, and it has recipe makers. But none of this is free because you have to pay for it, because it does have a free option, but it's very limited in that option. I already hit the option, but I can tell you that when I did, and I went over to, let's actually say I went over here, I asked it a question, and here's my chat history. Of course, it was apples. We don't have to talk about why I love apples, but here, I was able to say very quickly what's the most common favorite apple that people go for, and it gave me this answer within a couple seconds, as fast as your ChatGPTs and Claudes, but I feel like a little faster because sometimes with Claude or ChatGPT, it felt like and feels like it goes a little slower as it's researching the information, whereas this was like, hey, here's your information immediately. That doesn't mean it gave me everything I wanted right in that moment, because when I said, why not mention the cosmic apple? It's so good. It's like, what is a cosmic apple? So it does have information, but I was going to have to give it more information in order to get to it. So this is where we talk about what I don't like. I don't like the fact that it didn't know what a cosmic apple was. And I think that alone tells you enough. No, it doesn't? Okay. Well, other things I don't like. Okay, I can go here and do the image generator, but I do not like the fact that I have to go through it like this. What kind of search is this? That's a lot of information that I'm going through to try and find the actual one I want. And what was on that first part of this carousel? I'm not going to remember all of that. On the other hand, too, you've got your projects. You can add in a whole bunch of project information over here. What is a project? Basically, it's just a place where you're going to package everything up. Think of it like a folder. I think that's the best way of putting it. You name this specific folder, you have all of your information in it, and it's only going to look within this folder. You want that information? Okay, let's look within the folder and all the documents that you provided and all of the information and notes that you took, and it'll have it right here. And that's the only place it looks. That's what a project is. But I don't like that your projects are kind of off to the side. And okay, you can add information there and whatnot, but why mix it also with the image library? It's like a folder inside of the folder. Not my favorite thing. Also, your chat history. I like the option of being able to delete things easily. I want to be able to kind of click to the side and then just delete everything all at once. But hey, you can search your images and files, so that's good. And then you also have, like I said, that search engine. Now, because I have already hit my limit, we'll see what happens because we'll need to go into pricing anyways. What is a great Apple choice for kids? Let's press it and see if it works. This one is looking for specifically what is available on the internet and telling you the sources that it found in order to actually provide you that information. So I can do that rabbit hole by clicking over here and finding out what is an actual good place to find out about Apple choices for kids. And I can literally go into it if I wanted to. I'm not going to because it's going to go places that I'm not quite sure I'm going to. Although the kitchen's probably fine. But either way, it does say that if you are looking for something for kids, there's a lot of different options, but it depends on your child because they may like sour or they may like that sweeter option. Totally up to your child. So that's basically your search engine option. Now, if I go to AI Assistant, let's go to Logo Designer. Oh, you know what? Let's go with draw a vintage logo for a bakery. Let's just go with what it says so we can see what it does. All right, there it is. Didn't take that long, and we have... Okay, and then... All right, so how do we feel about this? I know how I feel, and I'm going to tell you how I feel. I don't love it. That's a do not like. Not so great with logo creation. But, there are also daily planners. I think that's great. How to incorporate... Okay, relaxation activities. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay, all right. We can watch a favorite movie. We can enjoy a cup of herbal tea. So nothing spectacular. It's not bad. It's just not anything wow. It reminds me a whole lot of, just ChatGPT, really. It's not your Claude, but it does have the option for Claude. So that's really nice. You could go into this and start discussing whether or not you're willing to pay to basically use Claude all the time. Now, let me go over to not the image library, because that's just what we had over here, but the actual image generator. And we're going to do a caricature of a turtle because I like turtles. I didn't know I liked turtles until I found out that I like turtles because I saw a little turtle and I was like, you're so cute. Okay, so out there in the world, I saw a little turtle out there in the world and I realized that as an adult, I was like, that's pretty cute. Okay, look at this image. That's creepy. Okay, we didn't make good choices choosing caricature and saying turtle because that's a creepy man. But I will say that it's well detailed and creepy, but I don't love that it gave me a man instead of a turtle. I said turtle. So why is this a dude? But look, you can download it, and that's basically it. So let's figure out what all of this is going to cost you. What is this going to set you back? Because there are limits. So we have the pricing. You can pay by week, by month, or by year. And this is what you're going to get. All of those models, chat with PDF, docs, Excel, and more. So basically, the minute that you want to start adding any documents, they want to charge for that. You've got your AI search engine and link analyzer, your AI image generator, and your AI assistants. And you're going to get all of that by paying $1.39 a day, or $10 a week, 99 cents a day for a month, and that's actually $30 a month, or you've got your 12 months, and that's $100 a year, or 19 cents a day. So is this good? Is this a good price? That's up to you. I have stated in the past that something's a good price, and then I see in the comments that you're all like, it's not a good price, and you're not wrong. Some things are not a good price. It just depends on you and what you're looking for. But when I say something is a good price, I'm basing that off of the industry standard. What is everyone charging out there for these products? And is that about the same price? If it is about the same price, I'm going to say it's a good price. If it's above, I'm obviously going to tell you that's way too much money. And then if it is less than, I will let you know this is less than. And in this case, we are going into industry standard for the most part. It is a little bit more expensive because your ChatGPTs and your Claudes are typically closer to $20 a month to $25 a month versus this $30. But when you get into your 12 months, you are starting to save some cash there because they're only going to charge you $100 a year. 12 months. So I would say this is a good price if you plan on spending your $100 a year. This monthly option that is more popular is a little bit more expensive than other tools out there. But is it worth it? You are getting multiple AI options. So in that way, you are actually getting a pretty decent option here for your cost. But is it really worth it? I mean, we had to come back here and discuss this, right? Because whether or not something is actually worth it, that depends on quite a few other details. Here's the thing. It's not necessarily replacing search engines entirely, but it does change how you're looking at research and learning in general. And instead of digging through a whole bunch of results, you do get one summarized answer and then the specific sources to search for that when you're looking specifically at the AI search engine. Or you can just have a conversation and get to know the information you're looking for without actually going out there to search. So for anybody who's valuing speed or efficiency and getting information that way, this does make a big difference. It's just a little bit more costly. So is it worth it? Well, I'll say this. For the GBRLIFE rating, because we need to get into that, I'm going to give Ask AI a 4 out of 5 because it's fast, easy to use. It has all of the source transparency. It has a lot of different options when it comes to your projects and your chat history. And even though it's not great for, photos and things like that, it still has that as an option. So it is pretty good, and that does make it worth it to me. Now, here's the deal, though. You may not find the value in this if you're already using other tools out there in order to get what you need and you're happy with like your ChatGPTs, with your Claude AIs. If you're just happy with Grok and you're almost always on Twitter, that might be your thing too. So it also depends on you. Do you agree with my 4 out of 5 rating? Let us all know in the chat below. And if you've tried Ask AI before, also let us know in the comments what your experience was. And let us know if there's another platform that you'd like for me to review and put through the GBRLIFE review treatment. But that's it for this week's review. But you can keep this party going if you want. There is the companion blog on GBRLIFE.com. The link is in the description and the comments. And if you want more honest, no fluff breakdowns, check out the GBRLIFE Reviews playlist where you can find my last review on Claude AI. Does this AI universe get even better? Well, you'll find out once you watch that one next. And remember, with everything on GBRLIFE.com and my fabulous Mama Koala clothing line, you don't have to be without GBRLIFE in your life. Now go watch another review or check out the companion blog, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.